Greetings! It is I, Foolish. Welcome to the Unprepared Greeting Factory. Hi. I thought we better check it with BHW, and I'll tell you why. Not only has he gone dark, he's gone completely quiet, but I haven't seen any developments. The last I heard, there was some sort of communication between an ex and perhaps authorities that may or may not be able to further perhaps an investigation, maybe, allegedly, for entertainment purposes only. We haven't seen anything from that turd CF either. The cringe fest, the cringe factor. Haven't seen anything from that guy. It's too quiet. It's way too quiet. Yeah. There are 4 cards here. Let me just. Well, it would be this. Oddly enough, these are cards that we've had before. I guess the last reading I did right before this one, basically a bunch of cards that I had pulled before popped out. Kind of like a rerun, if you will. I was like, dude, are these cards in syndication? What's happening? Is it trying to refresh my memory? Did they miss me? They wanted to see me again? I don't know. I think they wanted to see you guys, to be honest. And it was kind of funny because I was talking about brain inflammation and my funny little joke, inflamed in the membrane, inflamed in the brain. I'm just so damn proud of that. So maybe they thought I was having some situation and they wanted to come out and help. I don't know what drove them to it, but it was weird. I got almost all of the cards that I had previously pulled at some point for the oracle cards for the chronically ill. Just one after the other. I just kept having to wait for a new pop out. Weird. Let's see if Morgan has a pop out for me today. We need reading on BHW. Let's see if we can get 2 more cards. Just a quick. I'm going to set these aside, okay? Boom. So, normally I would discount like 3 that came out. I looked at the last 3. They were cards that I had pulled before for him. So I understand, like, maybe... Oh, it's like a series recap. Like when a new season starts and they recap the old season. I feel like a lot of that is going on tonight. I'm going to keep these because I get the feeling that these are important too. And I feel like Morgan's saying maybe if I give her enough cards, she won't need another deck. Legit. That's legit. Alright, we had... Actually... Let's just write this down. I will show you what they were. I am not surprised that Strumpf came out reverse at all. BHW Surveillance. King of Pens. And then Morgan busting a move over here. World Judgment reversed. And the Tower reversed. I almost feel like this is, you know, like, for instance, if you're watching one of my videos where I'm saying one sentence and then suddenly I go into a sidebar, or you're listening to someone tell you a story and then they're like, oh, but let me back up right quick. Or someone walks in the room and then they just start gossiping about what just walked in before they got back to like what they were originally talking about. I feel like that's what Morgan is doing right now. Or you know what? Hey, maybe I've got brain inflammation right now. That's not weird. That's not weird to assume. All right, here we go. We're going to do it. We're doing this mess. I just wonder, like, when are we going to hear something? I understand that these things take time and that there are even more people involved than even I ever anticipated. And then some chick came out. Oh my God. Stop. Why don't you rip all my hair out? That'd be amazing. I do need to cut it like around the face. I cut it once a year. I wait for a new moon. I always cut my hair during a new moon. Don't ask me why. I just do. And these hedges need to be trimmed back. This is getting thing. It's looking very mullety. Anyway, spring is coming. It's time to, get a little bit more aerodynamic. So I feel like this over here, Morgan's gossiping, okay? This might actually have something to do with that chick that just came out. Because there was like somebody, she was an assistant or something. One assistant came out and said that dude was a complete trash. But then this other chick came out like, and she's like, yeah, no, the accusers were a bunch of hoes and they tricked my man into relationships. And I'm just like, man, I don't know about that, dude. Strength reversed. Now upright, it would have been bringing a situation under control without using overt force or aggression. Mindful power. Soft approach, gentle persuasion, calm patience, inner strength, quiet courage, compassion. Mastering your own animal impulses, taming the wild side. And you know what? It's not the meek, submissive, reverse meaning. It's not mastering your own animal impulses and being uncivilized. I'm feeling it. Of course, I could also be biased too. Who knows? It's so weird for a human to be biased. When would that ever happen? Hierophant giving me a mudra. Organized religion, established institutions. Like law enforcement. Indoctrination, what you were taught to believe as a child. And that's interesting because his dad had some very archaic suggestions for how to interact with women. Basically, something like the Sean Connery of it all, where sometimes you just have to smack a woman, whatever. Maybe that's what this is about. Following an established belief system, religion or philosophy. Yeah, like you can get away with anything. Group identification, conformity. Hopefully you'll be doing that in one of our higher punitive institutions. That'll be fun. King of Pentacles. You better pay those lawyers, buddy. I'm going to look like the biggest jackass if it turns out this whole thing was a seditious plot and, like, the mystery machine pulls up, you know? Hard work and ambition lead to prosperity. A sturdy foundation, building something strong and durable. Entrepreneurial success, adept at business or finance. Responsible for the well-being of others, strong provider, dependable leader or manager. Good advice regarding finances, property, or work. Let's get to the gossip, though. Morgan, bring Mama the garbage. The world. She's like, oh, but and. Successful completion of a project or endeavor, accomplishment. Things have all come together and worked out well. Conclusion. A successful end of a journey. Now what's next? Reaching a level of expertise through education or training. Recognition of expertise. Fulfillment, wholeness, thriving. Judgment, reversed. Oh my. So it looks like, let me just read these last two and then I'll tell you what I think, okay? Judgment, upright, would be going through the process for spiritual renewal. Highly recommended. Self-assessment, repentance. Having true remorse, regret, and sorrow for any past wrongdoing. Sins are forgiven through grace. Spiritual healing. No longer burdened by the weight of past sin. Shedding your old self so you can move on. Transformation. But that's not what reverse means. Making excuses for bad behavior. Burying guilt and shame. Avoiding self-evaluation. Spiritually stuck or not moving on. Right? And then we have the Tower. Upright, it would have been a flash of truth, a rude awakening. Long-standing beliefs are shattered, which that's what this would be. Lies and deception are exposed. The con is over. False pride is knocked down. Arrogance is put in its rightful place. And wouldn't that be fun? Wouldn't we all love that? We all love that, right? When that happens and we get to see it. We don't love it so much when it happens to us, because that's different, you know? It's different when we do it. But reverse means gaining insight after falsehoods have been exposed or destroyed. Now, I'll keep reading them, then we'll discuss. Feeling unmoored and adrift without the old beliefs. Assessing the situation and seeing the need to rebuild, reevaluating old beliefs, determining new truths. Prevailing after a collapse. All right, good shit. Okay, here is, a moving forward spread. Well, that would have been, it's so funny, I've handled this book hundreds of times by now. And I never noticed that there was a moving forward spread. We're gonna yank that out next time. Okay. Not taming the beast. Old beliefs. I don't know what this guy is even saying. Strong foundation. Well, his career was a strong. You know, honestly, I don't feel like his career is suffering that much. His fans seem to be, you know, there are people that used to be fans are just like, oh man, I can't even do it. And then, I noticed some dropped off when OTEP came out, because he's not trying to get tangled up with OTEP at all. Like, don't mess with her. I noticed some people saying stuff like, you know, I just can't with this guy. Judgment reversed, Tower reversed. I think the accusations are done. I think we've heard all the ones we're going to hear, okay? I feel like this is a chance to do this, even though we drew this. And this is actually stating what's happening. I love a Tower. Nobody ever grows when everything's perfect, okay? I'm sorry, but not really. Not as much as you would after you struggled and suffered for a while. This is gonna go on for a while. He's not gonna publicly admit. He's not gonna publicly admit, man. He's just gonna keep sending people out to talk to the media to defend him. He's not gonna admit it. We got another 2 months or so before he'll even come out of his, because he hides. He's a hidey holer. And somebody is talking to the authorities. 2 of them, actually, I think. We got another 2 months to wait or so. I want to say, like, especially as, I'm not saying that we're going to get to a normal, okay? People are getting the shots. Institutions are coming back together. People are starting to, you know, come out of this, like, whatever strange timeline we've been on. Once this starts moving, this is going to move. That's my prediction.